Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I want to start getting back into making 2 videos a day, at least for a while. And then, the first video being wrestling related and the second video being whatever I want it to be. And I thought this would be the perfect way to get into this. Everybody's been making, their tier lists or whatever. I saw this Marvel movies tier list. All 22 MCU movies are in here. And I put them in chronological order from the years they came out, not in like storyline wise. So it starts with Iron Man and goes all the way to Endgame. And of course, our tier lists are going to be different. So, our opinions are going to be different. So if you don't agree with something, look, respect my opinions. I respect yours. My phone going off in the background. It is what it is. All right. So this whole thing started back in 2008 with the first Iron Man. Now, I don't know. I actually don't know how a lot of people feel about this Iron Man. Like, I'm not really sure. I heard a couple people say they're not a fan of it. And I heard a lot of people say they love it. And I think a lot of people just kind of like it because it started the whole thing. But I'm a big fan of the first Iron Man movie. I think it's really good. And of course, we have I put the double S, the S, A, B, C, and D. Obviously, D being the worst and then SS being the best. That's super supreme right there. You know what I'm saying? But for the first Iron Man movie, I'm going to give it an A. I'm not going to give it a supreme or a super supreme. It's a good movie, started the whole franchise for all of these movies, but for supreme and super supreme, it's got to be amazing from top to bottom. But, A is still really, really good. Then we got the Incredible Hulk, or just Hulk, whatever it's called. I don't really know what it's called. I think it's called the Incredible Hulk. Come on. Come on. That's the worst one. That is, I don't know how many are going to go in the last category, but the Hulk movie is ass. Period. I don't care. I really don't. Next, I think this is Iron Man 2. A lot of people like Iron Man 3 more than 2, but I'm not in that group. I think Iron Man 2 is far better than 3. I think 3 is very forgettable. We'll get to that later. Iron Man 2 was the one where I forgot the guy's name, but he had the whip thingies. That movie was lit. I don't think it goes in the A category. I'm gonna give that movie a B. Iron Man 1 far better, but Iron Man 2 is still good. But I really don't have much to say about the Iron Man movies. They're basically all good. Thor. People have mixed reviews about Thor. The first Thor movie goes hard. Period. A. The first Thor movie goes hard. He gets banned from, Asgard, gets sent down to Earth, has to try and figure out a way back home, but there's things coming from, Asgard and all. Man, come on, dude. Come on. The first Thor goes hard. I'm leaving that. Now, to a controversial topic that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably going to give me hate for. Aaron gives me hate for it all the time. We have the first Captain America movie. The movie sucks. Maybe I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a couple years. I don't like it. The movie is slow. It's like, the story, don't get me wrong, is great. But for a movie, I wasn't with it, dude. It was slow. The action scenes weren't the greatest. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but for the time being, I'm putting it C. The movie has to be terrible for it to go to D. And I don't think it's Hulk levels of ass, but I don't think it's that good either. So putting the first Captain America movie on the C. Now, the end scene for Captain America was lit. Like how he woke up from the ice and, he ran out. To me, I think that's one of the best scenes that Marvel movies has ever produced, period. But I don't like the movie too much. First Avengers movie. Where we putting that. Where we putting that. Maybe not. Putting that at supreme. It's not super supreme. It's not. But the first Avengers movie goes hard. And I think it started something crazy with superhero movies altogether, comic book movies, whatever you want to call them. Iron Man 3. I'm going to be honest. I've seen it maybe 3 times, forgot it every single time. I can't remember what happens. Like, obviously, I know the important things, but Iron Man 3 is not good. To me, Iron Man 3 just isn't good. The only thing I remember about that movie, like, you know, is basically the ending. And I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but I don't know. I don't like Iron Man 3. Thor: The Dark World. I think Thor: The Dark World is the bottom of the Thor movies. It was a good movie. I love that movie. But I think it's the bottom of the Thor movies. So for that, I'm going to give it a B because I didn't hate it. I did like it. But I think we'll get to that later. Thor Ragnarok is by far the best Thor, period. But moving on to Captain America: Winter Soldier. Can y'all guess where I'm going to put it? Captain America: Winter Soldier, going to A. Captain America, you know, the first Avenger, is the only one I don't like. All the other movies slap. I love the Captain America series, basically, but not really the first one too much. Captain America literally started with, you know, Sam and Steve. I love that scene, you know, on your left. We'll get to that later. And then Bucky coming back. Dude, that movie is amazing. And then freaking Nick Fury faking his death. Like, come on. The elevator scene. We'll get to that later. But Captain America goes in the A category. Guardians of the Galaxy. Amazing movie. Hilarious. Great action scenes. I love it. And guess what we're doing with it? Supreme. Fight me. Guardians of the Galaxy is amazing. I do not care what anybody says. I don't really think that many people are going to disagree with me. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, let's move on to the next one. Avengers: Age of Ultron. Movie, high-key slept on. I think it's definitely the bottom of the Avengers movies, but I think it's really slept on. You know, that's where we got Quicksilver. I mean, he literally died in the movie, but whatever. That's what we got. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and then the plot was good too, but I think it is the bottom of the Avengers movies. So for that, I'm gonna give it to the B list, or the rank, whatever you want to call it. Then we got Ant-Man. Ant-Man, absolutely hilarious. Great story. I've seen it like a lot of times already. It's past 5 times. It's probably one of my favorite Ant-Man movies. I really don't have anything negative to say about it. I think the pacing of the comedy was really good. The action was good. The story made sense. Yeah, I really like it. I got to give it to the A category, not Supreme. I almost put it in Supreme by accident, but got to give it to the A category. Civil War. Come on. Civil War. Ant-Man was in it. Spider-Man was in it. Everybody was in it. That's where we saw the debut of Black Panther, my boy T'Challa, one time. That's super supreme. Come on. Civil War? If anybody disagrees with that, you're crazy. Civil War is so good. And then Civil War set up for, obviously, you know, the storyline obviously continued through the rest of the movies, but that was one of the big reasons Endgame, like, that was one of the big stories in Endgame, and, you know, Infinity War, of course, because in Endgame, I'm pretty sure that was the first time Tony and Steve saw each other since, you know, they fought like close to the final scene in Civil War. Civil War, super supreme, fight me. Anyways, Doctor Strange, supreme, fight me. Can anybody disagree? Doctor Strange is one of the best movies Marvel has ever produced. I don't care. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Supreme. I love the Marvel movies, and I feel like this list is fair. I feel like the more and more like the years went on, the movies just got better and better and better. And the Guardian series is probably the best series besides you know, Avengers. Fight me. All right. Time for the biased opinion. Time for the biased opinion. This is a complete bias. The movie's great. Don't get me wrong. I am the biggest Spider-Man fan you will ever see. Super Supreme. The movie was great. It was funny. Zendaya's in it, so that's great. But yeah. Super Supreme. I love Spider-Man, dude. Far From Home is gonna be lit. If that was here, I'd give it to Supreme, but it ain't out yet. All right, probably Super Supreme. Thor Ragnarok. I said I'd talk about it earlier, and here we go. Thor Ragnarok is hands down the best Thor movie. I don't think anybody would disagree. Maybe you would. Maybe you think the first Thor is the best one, but it's definitely not the second one. But Thor Ragnarok is great. You know, Thor's sister, you know, is the big bad. Hulk was in it, and he was really funny in that movie. We had, I always forget her name. The black girl that's in the Men in Black movie that's coming out. I forget her name. She's so beautiful. I'm sorry. That's where Thor lost his eye. That's kind of what set up for Infinity War 2. What else happened in Ragnarok? So many things, and that's where Asgard finally fell. Like, dude, that movie's great. I'm gonna give it an A. I'm not gonna give it Supreme. It was a great movie, but I don't think it deserves the Supreme levels. Okay, I don't know. Black Panther. Look, I see it coming. The comments are gonna call me biased. The comments are gonna call me biased. It's fair. Come on, Black Panther. Come on. But I think, like, besides the Avengers movies, I think that was I think that's like top 3 best Marvel movies ever, besides Avengers. I'm giving Black Panther Supreme. Come on. Killmonger, great villain. The way he died at the end was great. The fight scenes were awesome. It was funny. Dude. And then I think another thing for Black Panther 2, I saw it, like, obviously, like, the day before it came out to avoid spoilers, and, like, just the movie theater in general, the atmosphere of, like, you know, the people in the movie theater, like, you know, cheering for certain stuff. It made my movie experience better. So I really like Black Panther. I might get called biased for putting it in Supreme, but I don't really care. Infinity War. Ladies and gentlemen, I could talk all day about Infinity War. Come on, dude. That is what started the hype train for Endgame, of course. But the support Infinity War got, they're breaking records. Crazy. I don't want to talk about it too much because I more so want to talk about Endgame, because most of the stuff that I want to talk about for Endgame is going to come from Infinity War, of course. But Infinity War, super supreme. Dude. Then we got Ant-Man and the Wasp. Great movie. Loved it. Thought it was funny. The ending was great, where Homeboy went into, I'm blanking on my words right now. It's like he went into the thing and he got stuck there. The quantum realm. Yeah, he got stuck in the quantum realm. And then when the snap happened, then everybody, like Hope, the dad, the mom, everybody disappeared, gone, right? And then he got stuck. But I don't think it's a Supreme, Super Supreme, or A. So, movie was good, but I'm gonna give it a B. I did like the villain in that movie, though. I like her whole plot where, like, she's like dying basically, and that's why she's, you know, wants to cure or whatever. But yeah, I give it a B. It's not bad. It's not great either. Well, it's not, you know, fantastic either. Anyways, we got Captain Marvel. Great movie. I really liked it. It was, you know, I mean, I'm saying the same things for all of these movies basically, but I think that just sums up how good the Marvel movies are. But I think, this is my opinion, I think Captain Marvel has the best introduction into the Marvel, like, franchise right now. Because obviously they, you know, teased her in Infinity War by the thing dropping at the end when Nick Fury, like, you know, faded to dust or whatever. But the whole thing, like her whole movie was great. And I love that it started back in the day. Like, you know, it's not like current day. It started, I forgot what year it was, forgive me, but you know, seeing Blockbuster, her like crashing into Blockbuster, we see her, you know, starting out as, you know, training or whatever, and then just slowly evolving into like, you know, Captain Marvel and all that. But if I had to put it anywhere, I give it an A. It's not supreme, it's an A. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know where I'm putting Endgame. I'm pretty sure we all know where we're putting Endgame. Super supreme. That's it. That's it. Now let's talk about Endgame. Obviously, if you haven't guessed already, we're going to be talking about some spoilers, but Endgame, the best movie Marvel has ever produced. And I'm not even saying it just because I saw it, you know, not too long ago. I think Endgame is my favorite movie of all time. Period. I love the movie. Like, it started out, how did it start out? It started out with yo, Doll, how did the movie start? How did Endgame start out? I completely forgot.
So, Hawkeye was doing his thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, bet. I just needed to jog my memory. Bless up. Movie started with Hawkeye. At the beginning, you know, he was teaching his daughter how to shoot the bow, and then he goes to grab the bow, or like he sees that, you know, his family isn't there, goes to grab the bow, his girl ain't there. That's the other way around, but you get what I'm saying. And then, yeah. Oh, wait, no, it started with Hawkeye and then went to Iron Man. And then, you know, he was just doing his monologue about, you know, pots or whatever. And then just seeing life there. And then freaking Captain Marvel comes in, saves him, brings him back to Earth. We're with, you know, Steve, Black Widow, Rocket, Nebula. It's lit, right? And then Thor is there. They're like, no, we got to go kill Thanos, yada, yada, yada. After the snap, he took away half the, you know, the universe, basically. We got to end this man. They go to kill him. He already, you know, destroyed the stones. So Thor said, bet. Chopped the head off. It was kind of crazy. The 5-year time jump, I was not expecting at all. Like, we're 10 minutes in the movie and Thanos is already dead. I'm like, all right, where do we go from here? And then 5 years? What? Like, that blew my mind. And everybody in the theater was like, what? Like, it shocked all of us. And then, you know, obviously, I'm not going to go play by play of the movie, but, you know, we see Steve, you know, just, you know, reevaluating everything. Then fast forward, Ant-Man gets out of the quantum realm because a rat let him out, which is funny as hell. And then, you know, he pops up there, says yada yada yada, time travel, try to go to Iron Man. Iron Man's not having it because he has a daughter now. Crazy. And then Iron Man don't want to do it, so Tony is like, y'all can get off my property, basically. And then they go find Hulk. This man Hulk over here, famous as I don't know what, because he merged himself over here eating a big buffet, taking pictures with kids. Homie Ant-Man getting salty because the kids didn't know who Ant-Man was. You hate to see it. It's a sad time. Ant-Man's great. But so there was so much like emotion, so much action. Everything made sense. Everything came together. I love the going back in time, back into like 2000, whenever the first Avengers movie came out. I think it was 2012. I think 2012, 2014, something like that. Yeah, the first Avengers movie. We saw them go back there, 2014 to Guardians. I think it was dope. I loved going back in time, grabbing each stone. I think out of all the going back in time ones, the Avengers one was the best because Loki escaped, so that's probably how they're gonna revive him for the Disney thing later in the year. Then we had Steve in the elevator and saying Hail Hydra. Dude, come on. But I could talk forever, but Endgame was absolutely amazing. I think one of my favorite scenes in the whole thing or besides the war, dude, on your left, I lost it. And then T'Challa coming out first with Shuri and I forgot what her name is. The woman who plays Michonne on The Walking Dead. Her. I forgot what her name is. I feel so bad. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, the war is probably the best scene in the whole movie. But besides like that, because obviously that's gonna be the best scene. You know, Tony snapping his fingers, saying I am Iron Man, you know, obviously dies because, you know, he can't take that much radiation, which was really sad. The I love you 3000. And then finally, Steve doing one thing for himself. Man, he is the most humble guy on the planet, dude. He does so many things for other people, but he never does too many things for himself. He goes back, puts all the Infinity Stones away, put Thor's hammer back, and then finally just spends his life with Peggy. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Endgame is by far the best movie Marvel has ever produced. Now, obviously, our lists may vary a little bit. It could be very well the same, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Honestly, out of these Supreme movies, the Super Supreme, Spider-Man doesn't deserve to be up all the way up there. To me, he's supreme, but I'm biased. Yeah, for the people who are gonna complain about it, there you go. I'll drop him down one. But this is my list. Anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed. Go hamburger on that like button, and I'll see you guys in another video. Deuces.
Now I'm giving you all of me.